Boost Mobile is now sending experts nationwide to deliver and set up customers' new phones.
Wait, we're going on tour?
We're delivering and setting up customers' phones. It's not a tour.
Not with that attitude.
Introducing Store to Door. Switch and get a new device with expert setup and delivery.
Delivery available for select devices purchased at boostmobile.com.
Buying furniture for your business can be full of compromises, confusing choices, and little support. National Business Furniture is here to change all of that. We believe that every business deserves furniture that lasts, service that cares, and a partner who gets it at a budget that works. At National Business Furniture, that's our commitment to you. Find the right furniture for you and your team at National Business Furniture. Visit nbf.com and use promo code POD10 to save 10% now.
On today's Smart 7, Mandelson arrested by Met Police, Ukraine set to mark 4 years of Russia's war, and much more. It's Tuesday, 24th of February, it's Trading Card Day, and happy birthday, Daniel Kaluuya.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Monday evening saw Lord Mandelson arrested by police on suspicion of misconduct in public office. The former UK ambassador to the US and former business secretary has been under investigation by the Met Police after allegations that he had passed on market-sensitive information to Jeffrey Epstein, the financier and convicted sex offender. Mandelson has not publicly commented, but it's understood that his position is that he did not act criminally in any way. However, Sky News deputy political editor Sam Coates says this is highly significant.
This is a seismic moment, not only for Peter Mandelson, but for British politics as a whole. Peter Mandelson believed to be the only person who could help Britain and sort out its trading with the US at this tricky time, today being taken away by police.
Lord Mandelson was released on bail late on Monday evening, and the police investigation continues. Tory Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride says questions remain about how the Prime Minister has handled the whole affair.
There's a lot that we need to know about, but it does seem to me that you've got a rather chaotic number 10. It just seems to be this swirl of poor judgment and, inappropriate things going on in and around number 10.
The government has finally announced that major changes are on the way to the SEND system, that is the Special Education Needs and Disabilities Programme. The Department of Education is pledging a spend of £4 billion over the next number of years to ease pressure on cash-strapped councils and give more responsibility to schools for how they assign supports. Georgia Gould is the schools minister, and she says that the intention is to provide more students with these new individual support plans.
So it will be individualised for the child, but critically, and these will be legally backed, and they will be backed by ring-fenced funding, because that's what's not been there.
And with a by-election looming this week, Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson was keen to draw a line between Labour's education policy and that of reform.
Well, if parents want to make sure that there is better support for children with special educational needs, if there's more action on child poverty, then I would strongly encourage them not to vote for reform whenever the next general election comes, because reform have been very clear that their view of special educational needs is that we're talking about bad parents and naughty children. I mean, I think that's deeply insulting.
Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor remained in the spotlight on Monday as there were calls for his former protection officers to step forward and speak to detectives about anything they may have seen while on duty with the former prince. Andrew was arrested and questioned last week on suspicion of misconduct in public office, although he has strenuously denied any wrongdoing. However, the US Justice Department has suggested that Met police officers guarded Jeffrey Epstein's New York home when Andrew stayed there, and the inquiry has now expanded to include a review of flight records at UK airports. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese spoke up to say that he would have no issue if the former prince was removed from the royal line of succession, and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer was in a similar frame of mind on Monday.
The government is looking at options in relation to succession. I think it's important that we do that with all options on the table. But it is important now the police have started their investigation that they go with that investigation and go wherever the evidence leads them.
Tuesday marks 4 years since Russian forces invaded Ukraine, promising that they would capture Kyiv within 4 days. That proved to be wildly inaccurate. A spirited defence from the Ukrainian side saw Russia push back, and Russian forces remain bogged down on over 500 miles of front line. Ukraine has turned the tide in recent weeks, regaining territory even under nightly bombardments from Russian missiles and drones aimed at shattering Ukraine's energy infrastructure. With Donald Trump promising to end the war in 24 hours before his election, it's clear that he's been played for a fool by Russian President President Putin. In advance of the anniversary, Ukrainian military intelligence chief Kirilo Budanov says Russia must be held accountable for its crimes.
Our attention is focused on peace negotiations, which should not only end the war, but also prevent the recurrence of bloody Russian aggression. We are definitely moving towards the moment when all sides will need to make final decisions.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro. Man United chalk up another win, and could it be $1 billion summer for Woody and Buzz? Right after this. This episode of the Smart 7 in association with Metro is brought to you by Tesco Whoosh. Now picture this. You're halfway through your night on the sofa, fully locked into the Stranger Things finale, and you're just at the big reveal where you think that Vecna's got an 11 sack and their other graduation where Winona Ryder seems than ever. What do you mean, spoiler? They should have seen it, but I'll bleep it out. Anyway, then disaster strikes. You realise you've run out of snacks. There's no crisps, no chocolate, there's nothing in the fridge except tap water and regret. It's a nightmare. And honestly, this has been me more times than I care to admit. Well, that's where Tesco Whoosh comes in. If you've run out of snacks, Tesco Whoosh is here to help with treats and drinks delivered to your door in as little as 20 minutes. Enough time to pause, not panic, and get back to the good bit. The best part? It's all available through the Tesco app. Whenever you need your groceries fast, Tesco Whoosh is ready. Delivered from as little as 20 minutes with Tesco Whoosh in selected areas. Come on, 11!
Knock, knock.
Ooh, who's there?
A Boost Mobile expert, here to deliver and set up your all-new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever.
You call that a knock-knock joke?
This isn't a joke. Boost Mobile really sends experts to deliver and set up your phone at home or work.
Okay, well, it's just that when people say knock-knock, there's usually a joke to go with it.
Like I said, this isn't a joke.
So the knock-knock was just you knocking?
Yeah, that's how doors work.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro delivered and set up by an expert wherever you are. Delivery available for select devices purchased at boostmobile.com. Terms apply.
Welcome back. This week sees the second legs of the Champions League playoffs, along with the Europa and Conference League playoffs, before we head to the knockout stages. Monday night saw just one Premier League fixture, but it was a good one as Everton welcomed Man United under still interim manager Michael Carrick. Somewhat implausibly after their start to the season, Man United are in the battle for fourth place and they were keen to get a result. It took a while, but Carrick's men came away with a 1-0 win and a solid grip on fourth, 3 points ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool. Michael Carrick was typically modest about the win.
That spirit, that sacrifice, that willingness to work for each other and as a team. I think the way we had to defend the box for the last spell of the game, everybody playing their part, and in the end a clean sheet, fantastic, and a great win for us.
If you were a noughties kid, then this is huge news. Hilary Duff is back. The former teen icon who rose to fame on the Disney Channel hit Lizzie McGuire is rebooting her pop career and planning to head out on a world tour. Her last album came out in 2015, but the new one called Luck or Something is generating plenty of excitement from fans, and UK dates will include Cardiff, London, Manchester and Glasgow later this year. She says going on tour now that she has a family, which includes 4 young kids, is a very different proposition.
I'm a super hands-on parent. I love hanging out with them. I love getting to watch them shine and succeed and do all their normal school stuff. And there's definitely going to be sacrifices I'm going to have to make for shows, and that sucks.
2026 is set to be a big summer at the multiplex with the Mandalorian movie, a new Spider-Man movie, Supergirl and a live-action Moana. But all of that may pale into insignificance compared to the return of Toy Story. Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4 were both billion-dollar movies at the box office, and with Toy Story 5 due to drop in June, it looks like Woody and Buzz could be top of the charts once again. This time, they're teaming up to do battle with a timely enemy in iPad-like screen called Lilypad, played by Greta Lee, who adults may know from The Morning Show. The first official trailer just dropped.
I want to talk to you, Device.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make friends.
Yeah.
But then you had to ruin it. You're not even listening to me.
I'm always listening.
What?
Yeah, I got dibs on behind the dresser.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Security and compliance done wrong is a giant headache. Security and compliance done right, that's Vanta. Vanta helps you earn trust and speed up growth. No spreadsheets required. For startups low on time and resources, Vanta becomes your first security hire, using AI and automation to get you compliant fast and unblock big deals. For enterprises, Vanta is your AI-powered hub for compliance and risk, bringing together data from across your businesses and automating workflows so you can prove trust at any moment. Vanta scales with you at every stage. That's why top companies, from startups like Cursor to enterprises like Snowflake, choose Vanta. Do security and compliance right. Get started today at vanta.com/TEDaudio.
Hey, this is Paige from Giggly Squad. Peloton is inviting everyone into their Pilates era, and honestly, I love the idea. Peloton Pilates is built on precision, backed by results, and trusted by over 2 million members with expert instructors and classes designed for every level. You can choose 10 to 45-minute sessions with little to no equipment anytime, anywhere. And Peloton isn't just about running or cycling. Their cross-training series makes it easy to mix movement styles without committing to just one thing. Press Pilates, small moves, big impact. Visit onepeloton.com/Pilates.